Meet Jason Kilborn. He's a law professor who teaches at the University of Illinois in Chicago. He proved recently that not even law professors can escape the long tentacles of DEI. Luckily for all those who are sane in this world, Jason fought back. But his story offers a sharp lesson in the real motives behind cancel culture. Hello out there. I am trying to get through.
With cold, blunt analysis cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnny Walker Dread to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's time for the Johnny Walker Dread Show.
So what's this all about? Well, Jason Kilborn teaches a course on civil procedure, and he gave out an exam that created quite a fuss. Let's read. The offending exam question, which Kilborn had used on prior exams, pertained to a hypothetical situation in which an employee quit her job after she attended a meeting in which other managers expressed their anger at plaintiff, calling her a N ___ and B ____. Mind you, that Kilborn didn't actually use the real words in the question. No, he censored them just like you read it here. Remember, these are law students. I suppose that they're never going to see these words used in litigation. After students complained about the question to the law school dean, Kilborn partook in a discussion hosted via Zoom by the Black Law Students Association. During the discussion, Kilborn jokingly suggested the dean feared he might become homicidal if he saw a petition criticizing his use of the offending question. Afterwards, Kilborn was placed on indefinite administrative leave with pay and investigated for creating a racially hostile environment at UIC. We'll skip down. Although Kilborn was eventually allowed to return to teaching, he was denied a 2% raise and required to undergo drug testing, a medical examination. What? And 8 weeks of diversity training. 8 weeks! Now, the people at the diversity training looked at him and asked,
"Are you crazy? You can't put in blank, 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 blank on an exam?"
The trainers then looked at each other and thought,
"Is he beyond help?"
I mean, putting in blank, blank, blank on an exam. Why, that would allow these college students to fill in the blanks with their own imaginations. And you know which word some of them are going to think. Then the word isn't neighbor or newspaper. No, it will be that word.
Oh, don't even think of it. You see what Dr. Kilborn is doing? He even has us diversity trainers thinking of that word, and we trained so hard not to.
So the diversity team got together and decided that Dr. Kilborn needed to spend more time with proper exercises to show him the evils of his ways and why placing in blank, 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 blank on an exam is racist. So they turned to Bobby Harrow, and old Bobby's going to show Dr. Kilborn why you just don't do those kind of things. We can read a little bit of it here. It starts,
"Often when people begin to study the phenomenon of oppression, they start with recognizing that human beings are different from each other."
Oh yeah, okay, that's awesome. I didn't know that. Man. Let's skip down.
"In struggling to understand what roles we have been socialized to play, how we are affected by issues of oppression in our lives, and how we participate in maintaining them, we must begin by making an inventory of our own social identities."
Oh my God, I'm learning so much already. You won't see me using in blank, 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 blank in any materials. No. Because I'm not racist like that Dr. Kilborn. We got a nice little chart here. And it makes so much sense. I'm telling you, Dr. Kilborn isn't going to be placing in blank, blank, blank on any more of his exams, thanks to Bobby Harrow. We have a chapter titled The Beginning.
Our socialization begins before we are born.
Who would have thought of that?
With no choice on our part.
Amazing. The section titled First Socialization begins,
"Immediately upon our births, we begin to be socialized by the people we love and trust the most."
Incredible. It says here,
White people who support their colleagues of color may be called,
wait, what in the hell is this? They may be called what? Is that the in blank, 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 blank?
That's racist.
That was racist.
Yeah, that's racist.
Oh, that is racist.
It looks like Bobby Harrow needs some diversity training. So we can go back to the chart here. Where does hypocrisy fit here? What about cruelty, as in making people lose their jobs and enjoying it? How about indifference to suffering? Where does that fit on here? So we go back to the article, by the way, which was posted in the College Fix. It's an online newspaper. I highly recommend that you subscribe to it. So we read on. Among his required reading materials for his diversity training was Bobby Harrow's The Cycle of Socialization, which Kilborn noted ironically contains the derogatory term for African Americans used in his exam question, and censors it in the same manner. However, despite being allowed to return to the classroom, Kilborn said, "This lawsuit was my way of trying to tie up loose ends and say, no, I'm not just going to walk away from this. You can't run roughshod all over my First Amendment rights and expect me to just go, oh, well, at least I'm back in the classroom." Hence, Kilborn sued UIC, claiming he was subjected to First Amendment retaliation, compelled to profess support for the university's diversity program, and denied due process. That's right. By forcing him to support an idea that violated his First Amendment. This is a public institution. It's not private. However, he noted, the Seventh Circuit's opinion has made it abundantly clear that UIC administrators violated my rights here and are in the wrong. Furthermore, he added, according to billing records relevant to the case that he obtained through a FOIA request from the University of Illinois system, UIC law has already run up a legal bill of over $1.2 million for the case. Guess who gets to pay for that? The students. That's right. Their tuition is going to cover this. If the administrators have any sanity at all, I think they're going to try to make this go away. If they want to try and make me an offer that will sort of make me comfortable and will pay my lawyers for their very, very generous expenditure of time and resources on my case, then, I could see the possibility of making this thing go away. So what is the lesson here? Well, the students who saw the in blank, 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 blank on their exam were not outraged. It didn't bother them. Even Bobby Harrow, the diversity training guru, uses it. And all those faculty members that have to go through that training see it. No, the issue here is they saw a chance to make a college professor go on the defensive. They wanted to put him on the run because it makes them feel powerful. That's what they're missing in their lives. Power. And you know that I criticize Trump quite a bit, but I'll give it up to him on this case. He has these DEI people on the run. And I hope that he can keep up the pressure because they are vermin and they have no place in an honorable society. Like my video and subscribe to my channel.